Imagine waking up one morning, going to work, and then suddenly realizing you're trapped under almost half a mile of solid rock. No sunlight, no fresh air, no way out. And here's the craziest part. This isn't just for a few hours or even a couple of days. This went on for more than 2 months. Sounds impossible, right? Well, this is the unbelievable true story of 33 men who were buried alive and survived. Our story begins in 2010 in the Atacama Desert of Chile. It was a normal day at the San Jose copper and gold mine. Miners went down into the tunnels as they did every single day. But that day, disaster struck. A massive rock collapse sealed the exit, trapping 33 men nearly 700 meters below the surface. To give you an idea, that's like stacking 2 Eiffel Towers on top of each other, straight above their heads. Now you might think, okay, maybe rescue crews can just dig them out in a couple of days. Nope, the situation was far worse than anyone imagined. No one even knew if the miners were alive. For 17 long days, the world assumed they hadn't made it. But down in the dark, the miners were fighting for survival. Let's pause and imagine this. Pitch black tunnels, temperatures hitting 90 degrees, and air so heavy it's hard to breathe. Their only food? Emergency rations. Each man got a spoonful of tuna, a sip of milk, and half a biscuit every 48 hours. That's it. Try doing that for 1 week, let alone more than 2. And yet the men organized themselves. They turned their underground prison into something almost like a tiny village. One man became the medic. Another took charge of food. They rationed water by collecting it from the mine walls. They even set up a daily schedule, work, rest, and prayer, to keep their minds from collapsing before their bodies did. Meanwhile, above ground, rescuers drilled holes desperately trying to locate them. And then, on the 17th day, miracle. A drill came back up with a note taped to it. It read, "We are well in the shelter, the 33 of us." The world exploded with relief. These men weren't just alive, they were fighting to stay alive. But here's where the story gets even more unbelievable. Rescue crews realized it could take months to dig them out safely. Months. So how do you keep 33 men alive underground that long? They created a lifeline. Through narrow tubes, they sent down food, medicine, and even tiny cameras. Suddenly, the world could see these men, still smiling, still joking, still holding on to hope after weeks in darkness. And the number of days they survived down there? 69. That's right, 69 days trapped underground before finally seeing sunlight again. When the rescue capsule called the Phoenix pulled them out one by one, the whole world watched. Over 1 billion people tuned in live. Think about that. More people than watched the Super Bowl. So what's the takeaway from this unbelievable story? It's more than just survival. It's about teamwork, hope, and the human spirit refusing to give up, even in the darkest, deepest place on Earth. These men showed us that with discipline, courage, and a little humor, we can outlast situations that seem truly impossible. So now let me ask you, could you survive 69 days buried alive? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this wild story of science and survival, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more mind-blowing stories, and share this with a friend who loves incredible true events. Trust me, they'll thank you, because sometimes real life is more unbelievable than any movie.